Hi, thank you for clicking on the video, and I hope everyone is doing really well. So recently I filmed a reaction video to the lovely Freely, and I had so much fun filming that. I really like doing these kind of response videos just because it gives me an outlet to really just like vent my frustration over a topic that is part of my life, being vegan. But vegans can be so annoying. I don't know what is in like their food, but there's something in there that just pushes them to be a little bit crazy. Another YouTube channel that just really gets under my skin and like rubs me the wrong way is That Vegan Couple. So I'm going to start by watching their most recent video to date, which was posted 6 days ago at the time of filming this. It is Vegans Respond to Hunter Hate Comments. I'm not a pro-hunter person, so I don't know, I might end up agreeing with them, but maybe amongst what they have to say there are a few gems of stupidity. Fingers crossed.
Meat is yum and you can stick it up your bum. Hey everyone.
Hey, welcome back to the channel.
Responding to hate comments video.
Love these. Now today we are dedicating our hate comments to, well, we're not dedicating, we're reading comments dedicated to a particular video
called Vegan Woman Confronts Hunter, one of Natasha's most watched outreach videos. So if you haven't checked it out, we'll link it below. Do watch it.
It was a really great one because it started off, you know, it was like, oh, is this going to go anywhere? And then we made a really good connection and it ended really well.
But the trolls were all over this one.
So people were shocked that there were so many dislikes on this video.
So one person says, more dislikes than likes. Let's go, my meat eater dudes. Gotta laugh that the dislikes are double the likes. First video I've seen with more thumbs down than up. Bravo.
Thank you.
They're obviously new to our channel though, because that's not the only video where we have more thumbs down than up. We've got more.
We've got lots of haters. But you know, this is the thing, like, it's great that there are so many thumbs down. We don't see that as a bad thing. We see it as a good thing because it means you're reaching people outside the vegan bubble. We don't want everyone just to go, yeah, I love it, ding, 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 ding.
Exactly. And the algorithm loves engagement.
Outside of filming this video, I'm sure they are pretty down about it. They strike me as kind of fake. You can't read a negative comment and be like, whoopee! Like, no one's like that. They act like, oh, we're so grateful for every thumbs down. I mean, it means the world to us. Thank you so much for disliking our videos. Sometimes I watch their videos and I'm like, do they even like each other? Like, I know they're married and they've been together forever, but it's like, sometimes when they interact with each other, I'm like, they're not even like friendly. They're just like awkward around each other. And it's like, do you even like each other? And do they like have a giant fight? And then they're like, we gotta film. And so then they're like, paint that smile on our face. Yay, love you. Not really. But I just find them super condescending and fake a lot of the time. So
it doesn't care what your like to dislike ratio is. No. It just wants engagement and it'll promote those videos more. And we want these videos with a vegan and animal rights message to be seen by as many people as possible.
Yeah. So keep those thumbs down going. So either way.
No one cares that you come from the same part of the world. Meat is yum and you can stick it up your bum. I must admit, Oliver, very creative. Enjoyed that. Yeah.
Stick it up your bum. Yeah. Stick it up your bum.
Meat is yum, and most vegans don't go vegan because they no longer like the taste of meat or other animal products.
That's giving me a good point.
They go vegan because they can no longer morally justify needlessly killing sentient beings who don't want to die, and we don't have to give up anything in terms of taste or flavour or texture because these days there are plant-based meats that taste as good, if not better, than their animal flesh counterparts.
So the other video of theirs that I noticed that really like upset me based on the title was Vegans Eat Chicken and Ice Cream. It's not even a clickbait title, it's just a straight up lie. You're not eating chicken, you're eating a meatless chicken alternative. Legally, a lot of brands can't even write the full word chicken. They have to exclude a letter because it's not actual chicken. So you're not eating chicken. Like, some brands might resemble chicken in a little bit of the texture, a little bit of the taste. I don't think any brand has hit it like right on the head. The closest I've experienced like a almost accurate chicken alternative would be Gardein. Even those, there's something a little off about it. So when they say they taste exactly the same, it's a great substitute. Texture, flavor, everything is the same. It's like, it's not the same, and you're not eating chicken. So stop lying for views.
So stick it up your bum, Oliver.
In fact, your bum will be healthier for it and happier for it because with the extra fibre, you'll be going more regularly and you won't have constipation or hemorrhoids. I'm not even gonna touch that one. Oh, Am I supposed to believe something changed here? You don't have to believe it, but you can believe it.
The B and the V are right next to each other on a keyboard. So like acting like you're smart because you're vegan, I feel like that's the thought that's going through their head. They're like, we know how to spell because we eat a vegan diet. So this meat eater is so dumb because they put a B instead of a V. It's like they probably didn't do it on purpose. They were typing really fast and that just happened and autocorrect didn't catch it. Okay, like there's no reason to laugh at it. I know I'm being kind of petty over that, but with these kinds of people, I honestly think that through their head they think they're smarter and better than everyone else because they eat like lentils and rice every single day with like bland ass sauce. So
to let you know, we can't produce protein, so we consume animal.
Just one?
Yeah,
singular animal,
apparently.
not animals. That'd be good if it was just one in your entire lifetime. Better if it was zero. But hey, you know what? We can get protein from plants, which is where the majority of animals that we eat get their protein from. So why don't we just go straight to the source and skip the slaughter in between? Sound good?
Sounds good.
I understand the argument of let's go right to the source of like protein and nutrients and stuff because like, yeah, animals eat plants and then we eat the animal and we get the nutrients from those plants that have become part of the animal. That's a very inaccurate way of phrasing it, but you get the point. So I understand that idea. Like, yeah, that sounds really great. But here's the thing. We're not animals, which means that our bodies actually are designed differently from animals that eat those plants, which means that our bodies digest differently than those animals. So, yes, you can get protein from plant-based sources. However, it's easier for your body to convert the protein from animals for use within the human body at science, okay? So yes, it could be better, cut out the middleman. Is it easier? Maybe not. I'm all for reducing the amount of animals being eaten and animal byproducts being eaten. I'm all for that, okay? But like, let's let the science speak for itself. It takes more from your body to like convert plant proteins into proper usage than animal proteins.
Throw her in a North Korean prison camp where she'll be forced to eat other dead prisoners to survive. Maybe then she'll understand.
That's awesome.
Let's laugh about prison camps in North Korea. It's so funny. I'm gonna guess that is a crude exaggeration of what goes on in a North Korean prison camp, but I do know that in North Korea in general, there is a food shortage amongst the people. I think the comment is obviously hating on, I think her name's Natasha. I have no idea what her name is. Crap. They're hating on her, like, you know, being very, very rude, you know, wishing that she'd be in a North Korean camp. It's like wishing like someone would be dead or to be hard just because you don't like what they have to say. Like, I get that. That's really rude. And then it is a crude exaggeration of what goes on there as a means of expressing the commenter's opinion of this couple. But to laugh and say, that's awesome, like, that's so insensitive. I feel like these people and vegans like them live in their little, you know, privileged bubble where they can't seem to fathom and understand that most of the world lives beneath their means, meaning they don't have access or financial ability to purchase the items that they're able to. They come across as like, in their mind, everyone can buy these things. Everyone has access to it. Everyone can be vegan. And it's like, you're so delusional and living in your weird, warped reality. And what does any of these comments have to do with hunting? Like, let's get to the good stuff.
RNS, we're not in a survival situation. So why does Natasha have to hypothetically put herself in one to understand why it's necessary to eat animals?
And what hang on, do they say that I would be eating other prisoners, so therefore they should be eating other humans on the outside of this prison?
Yeah, it's just such a weird analogy and so unnecessary. You know, what if we put you in the middle of civilization in a city and gave you a credit card, which you already have, and you get in your car and you drive to the supermarket and you've got a plethora of options? What then? You know, like, come on.
North Korea prisons, though.
Yes.
That's a new one.
It's the way of life, dum-dum.
That's awesome. Dum-dum. Oh,
It's good.
It's actually cute. I like
You're
it.
just missing the beat
I feel bad. I thought, oh my gosh, that's cute. She and I had the same thought. Ewy.
on done there, but
Oh, it is too.
that's all right. We're done.
When you can't spell dum-dum, there might be a little problem there.
Hey, let's point out more misspelling. They've never misspelled a word in their life. Again, I know I'm like being very picky about like these kind of things, but they're kind of doing it too, so I feel like it's okay.
Oh, I forgot to add that hymen beings, new species here, are also animals, and naturally animals eat other animals. Vegans aren't natural. The misconception is that human beings are omnivores, when in actual fact, biologically, anatomically, biochemically, physiologically, we are more like herbivores.
So as long as you use really big scientific words, you're an authority. And we're not herbivores. We are probably more along the lines of omnivores, based in science. Okay, I don't know what science he's reading, probably vegan science.
So,
And there are plenty of other herbivores in nature.
in fact, the majority of the animal kingdom are herbivorous.
So he would be saying that all of those animals aren't natural.
I don't think vegan know it's actually dangerous for cows if they don't get rid of their milk. Oh, that's really good.
I don't think you know that it's dangerous for you to be allowed on the internet.
I talk to a lot of people online who are not American, first of all, and second, don't speak English, and I can kind of tell that they're using like Google Translator, piece together what they are trying to say. Words might be out of order, spelled a little wrong, and they're always like, I hope you understand what I'm saying, and I'm like, yeah, I do, but it's like, oh, they're so rude. It's like this person, yeah, a lot of misspellings, really bad grammar, totally incorrect, but this commenter might not speak English. Okay, you don't know. And this is, instead of using Google Translator, this is their attempt at putting their thoughts that are not in English into English so that they'll understand. And they're so stubborn that they can't look past it and just read the comment as to what it says. I don't think vegans know it's actually dangerous for cows if they don't get rid of their milk. That is what the person was trying to say. Are you so insecure in yourself that you have to tear people down for not speaking your language?
Wow.
That's awesome. Cows do get rid of their milk. They have babies that drink the milk. That's the amazing thing. If we just left the babies with the mothers to drink the milk that was produced for them, then there wouldn't be dangers to the cow of exploding from too much milk.
It is a little bit different buying meat at a grocery store when you only live a block away. But when you live like 25 miles away, it's a little bit harder and more expensive than going out and just shooting an animal. To which I responded, well, why not stay at home and shoot your dog then? It'll save you money and couldn't be more local and convenient.
There you go.
Again, I think they missed the point. I feel like in their mind, they think everyone lives within like walking distance of a grocery store. But people live way outside of a town. Their closest town might not even have a grocery store. Okay? My grandfather grew up in a town where the closest hospital was over 40 miles away. My grandfather grew up in a very small town. My grandfather's father, my great-grandfather, was the local butcher. He raised cattle, he raised animals, and he had a slaughterhouse in that town. He provided meat to the whole town. They couldn't just drive to the grocery store whenever they needed something because that was way more expensive than just going to the local butcher, local farm. And then just like, shoot your dog? Do you even like animals? Like, I get they're like, it's no different, it's an animal, might as well shoot it. But the commenter is saying, I live in wilderness, okay? And it's more economically feasible for me to go out into the wilderness and hunt my food, which is way better than buying into corporations and factory farming. And they've missed the point.
I think that these fussing activists should be hunted.
Fussing activists. Hello, I'm Natasha, a fussing activist.
Her name is Natasha. I got it right. Yes, it's been a while since I've watched their videos.
Vegans in the wild starving has a gun, sees animals starve or live. So these ridiculous hypotheticals.
That's not even a real sentence.
Carnist in civilization eats plants or needlessly kills animals? Because that's what we're talking about here. Would you like it if someone took something from your body? So I must be quoting something that you said in the video.
Said, yeah.
As long as they treat me like royalty and feed me, they can have my left testicle for all I care.
I don't want your left testicle, you keep that crap.
But it's very easy to say that, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. And you know what? The animals aren't treated like royalty. And even if they were, it still wouldn't be okay. But the reality is they're not.
And speaking of testicles, baby male piglets have their testicles ripped out without anaesthesia.
Yeah.
These vegans have a lot of time on their hands. Their hands.
Yeah.
The people eating meat, including the guy in the video, are the ones working jobs and paying taxes to fund these protesters' unemployment checks, and yet they have the audacity to insult his way of living. Shake my head. So every protester in every social justice movement is unemployed and doesn't pay taxes. It couldn't possibly be that the demonstration was purposely held on a Friday after business hours so that working, tax-paying protesters could attend, could it?
No, definitely not, Luca. No animal rights activist has a job. None of us pay taxes. We're just sitting around going, when's the next demonstration? I've got nothing better to do.
I feel like they're like that. When can we go out and annoy the public again?
It's unbelievable. Like, And this guy, mind you, that I was outreaching, it was, as I said, after hours. So he finished work. He chose to walk past the demonstration, stop and have a look.
And this happens at so many protests and demonstrations that we do on Friday evenings or weekends.
Yeah.
Get a job.
Yeah, I remember one time we were walking past a bar and people were in the bar drinking. They were drunk and they're yelling out to us to get a job. Are you working right now? Is your job to get drunk at a bar on a Friday night? Is that what you get paid for?
Just deflecting guilty conscience.
If I still drank, I'd definitely take the job of being paid to get drunk.
This woman is annoying. Can this woman just f*** off?
No.
And how can you die from eating animals like brah?
Yeah, I'm not going to go away. But here's the thing. If you don't want to watch the video, if you're sick of me, don't click on it.
I definitely agree. It's like, if you don't want to hear something, you don't have to listen to it. If you don't want to, like, if you don't agree, if it makes you angry, don't watch it. I didn't have to click on this video. I knew it was going to upset me. I knew they were going to say absurd things that I don't agree with, and it pisses me off. So why do I watch it? Do I like being angry? No. Do I like venting? Hell yeah.
I can't F off from our own video, our own channel, but you can F off. Bye-bye.
This bitch needs to shut the f*** up.
No.
If I were him, I would have totally knocked off that bitch's teeth.
Well, you weren't him, and I got a full set of nice belly whites.
You know, you knock someone's head off, but you knock someone's teeth out. You don't knock off teeth. You knock off a television if you're a thief, but you can't knock off teeth.
Again, when you try to troll and insult someone and you just fail. You fail so bad, it's embarrassing.
Yeah. The insult was delivered and probably did insult them slightly. They just can't show that they're insulted. Instead, they can just insult that person's choice of words.
Yeah, it is.
Check your trolling, people. Check your trolling. Again, I don't know if we've said it in this video or previous ones where we've responded to troll comments. Calling women a bitch. Now, I don't find that offensive. Bitches are female dogs. Female dogs are beautiful.
Why would I be offended by that? Because I'm clearly not a dog. I call myself a bitch all the time. Let's see what she has to say about being called a bitch, a female dog.
If you think that that's offensive, it's not. But I understand, of course, in today's language, we use that in a derogatory way. I think it says a lot about our relationship with animals. That we use words that are related to animals to insult other humans.
Hussy Buller, when you find your let us know in the comments below. This bitch is f***ing dumb.
Oh my god! Like, am I dumb because I'm saying, like, maybe you shouldn't kill animals for no reason? If I'm f***ing dumb, then what does that make you? I don't know. I'm just so dumb. And I don't have teeth. I don't know. I'm speak to the face.
Animals are not humans, you dumb bitch.
Why are you yelling and why am I always a bitch?
Laugh my ass off. Civilian sheep. Typical mask-wearing criminals. Learn about the real world. Can't wait till the bitch gets raped. Laugh my ass off.
Oh, so much violence towards me as an outreacher. Isn't it interesting?
Yeah, bugs. Misogynist bugs.
And you know what? I don't even think they're real humans, but if they were, they'd be the first to run away. I want you to please come to a cube of truth and confront me. The camera's always rolling. Let's show the world what a big man you are. Punching a woman, raping a woman, swearing at a woman, calling her a bitch. These men are pathetic.
I think it's awful to say, I hope you get R'd, I hope you get, killed, I hope these horrible things happen to you. That's pretty sexist, saying it's only guys who say that. Like, I know plenty of girls who have said it to my face.
Little keyboard warrior cowards.
The bigger the yapping, the smaller the eggplant.
Yeah. It is in our DNA to eat meat. We kill to eat, get used to eat.
It's in your DNA to be an idiot.
Why do we hunt animals? Because it's fun. Animals. From dog poop. That's an appropriate comment.
Yes.
What would she complain about if the world was 100% vegetarian?
I loved responding to this. My answer, that the world wasn't 100% vegan.
Because you can never be good enough in their book. You can never try hard enough. You can never make enough effort. You're always doing something wrong. And I'm pretty sure they would still find something to complain about if the world was 100% vegan.
Stupid couple, you'd be happier eating a burger and than your fucking grass you call food. Actually, Axel, we eat burgers at least once a week. So.
Oh, it's so good. I love that people still think you eat grass in 2020.
Yeah.
I love that. Like, it just demonstrates that you're very, very silly.
Yeah.
You're very silly. You have your head in a deep hole, and it's not a good place.
We eat beef, chicken, duck, pork, you name it.
No, you don't. You do not eat those things. You eat meatless alternatives, okay? Which is not chicken, which is not beef, which is not duck, which is not pork, which is not these things.
Just made from plants.
So if it's made from plants, it's not the thing you're saying it is. Pork cannot be made from plants. pork is the flesh of a pig. You're eating a fake-ass attempt at being pork. And ew, that sounds disgusting.
I need protein for workout, you vegan.
We're just like the game changers.
Smug twit hiding behind her unbreakable shield of female privilege and unbelievable ignorance. She's not afraid of being hit in the mouth, so she emotionally browbeats some innocent pedestrian, trivialising slavery genocide for her fascist ideology.
So much. Joe is...
The way she behaves, the way they act like they are better than everyone else and that they can't fathom why everyone can't be like them. That is not a privilege per se, but it is annoying.
Exploding.
I think Joe's left a previous comment. We included in another responding to hate comments video.
Really?
Yeah,
is it regular?
Yeah, it's a regular.
Thanks. Okay. Smug twit hiding behind her unbreakable shield of female privilege. I feel like Superwoman hiding behind my shield. It's not... What? How break this down.
If you don't exploit animals, it's privilege.
How is that privilege? How is that female privilege to not slit someone's throat?
And you're unbelievably ignorant because you've informed yourself and educated yourself.
You've informed yourself and educated yourself on one subject, and not very well because you still believe humans are herbivores, whatever. I think she is incredibly ignorant because I don't think she knows how the world lives. Like, they lived in Thailand, I believe, for a while, and like, that is such an impoverished country. How did you miss it that you still have this idea that everyone can live like you?
Yourself by watching Dominion, Cowspiracy, What the Hell, The Game Changers.
You know, go watch a documentary where it's super graphic and disturbing, and maybe rewatch it every single day to remind yourself why you're vegan. If you have to watch slaughterhouse videos every single day to remind yourself of why you're vegan, you have a terrible memory. You should only have to watch that horrific footage once, and it should be ingrained in your mind from that moment on because it is so graphic and shocking. If you have to continuously watch that, then there is something messed up. If you tell yourself you have to watch that, there's something wrong with you. Go watch these other documentaries that have been debunked by science and scientists and medical and health professionals. Yeah, go watch those. Good idea.
And you found, like, come on, please. She's not afraid of being hit in the mouth.
I'm not. As I said before, please, if you're going to do it, come along to a cube. We're always filming. I want to get that on camera and let the world see how calmness respond to non-violent human beings, women who choose not to be part of violence and exploitation against the most innocent and vulnerable beings on this planet, animals. I am not the victim here. Yeah. I am not the victim. The animals are the victims.
I feel like it is a subtle threat from Joe.
Yeah, but Joe's living in his mum's basement typing. Yeah. Joe doesn't know how to get out of the house to come along and confront me.
Anyone and everyone who has an opposing opinion from you is just a low-life moocher living in their mom's basement who's male. Listen to what you're saying. You're no better than the person typing that crap.
So she emotionally browbeats some innocent pedestrian. So Joe's afraid of his emotions. He doesn't want to get in touch with his innate compassion for animals. Mm-hmm. He'd prefer to continue to pay others to needlessly slit their throats and chop their heads off because that's the type of non-emotional guy that Joe is. Mm-hmm. And you're browbeating some innocent pedestrians. So, all of a sudden the pedestrians are the victims, the ones who actually stop voluntarily to watch the footage because they've been stopped in their tracks at how horrific and atrocious what it is we do to animals is, and largely because it's the first time they've ever seen it, because industries, animal harming and exploiting industries deliberately keep it hidden from consumers because they know that if more consumers were to see it, they'd probably choose to stop paying for it.
That vegan couple is like, if you saw the horrific footage, you would not want to participate in giving your money to that industry. Listen, I know so many people who have watched one or all of those documentaries, they still eat meat.
So
trivializing slavery.
They're not the victims. Again, the pedestrians that are watching are not the victims, the animals are.
Exactly, trivializing slavery. Well, animals are slaves. Yeah. They're confined against their will.
They're property under the law.
Exactly, so they're slaves.
For her fascist ideology.
So veganism is fascist? Wow, what's that make carnism? Carnism must be utopia.
Yeah, it's like just om.
Yeah, om. Wow. Mm. Does she have brain damage?
No, but I may have after reading these comments.
I love how she is comparing a very, very highly advanced species, which is evolving really fast, creating amazing technology, compared to some stinky fat bastards who roll around in mud. A human and a pig, imagine being so stupid to compare them to as the same. Okay.
Oh, so we're supposed to be the highly advanced species? I thought we were the fat, stinky bastards. So we're never saying that non-human animals and human animals are exactly the same. We acknowledge that there are differences. What is the same is our capacity to suffer, and that's all that matters. We all earthlings deserve to live freely and happily, safe, away from any fear or harm, just to live our lives the way we all want to. None of us deserve to be enslaved and tortured and mutilated and murdered. That's it, simple as that.
I think we need to start to eat these vegans instead of meat.
Oh, wow. Cannibalism. popular.
No, we can't eat plants, can we?
No,
Too simple.
too simple.
It's funny because one of them is wearing leather shoes. Leather is from animals. Like they've dropped a truth bomb there that we didn't know. So I posted a link to Wikipedia's artificial leather page, to which they responded, it's still displayed as leather, which is an animal product. What's still displayed as leather?
What? Vegans don't wear leather. So just because we may be wearing something that looks like leather, it's made from a plant alternative. And this is the thing. This is the crazy thing that actually just acknowledged that they can't tell the difference. So you can wear something that looks exactly like animal flesh, but there's no murder involved. So why would you choose that product when you can choose something that looks the same but it's made from plants? You proved yourself wrong. Who's this? Charlie? Charlie's being silly. Don't be like Charlie.
What's the point of being vegan and wanting plant-based food that tastes like meat?
Because no one has their throat slit when you eat the plant-based version.
Everyone who protests usually cover their faces because they are ashamed of what they're doing. Pathetic, we leave your love animals be and let us cherish our animal foods. We don't bother you, so don't bother us.
Oh, there's a lot to take in there. So the people in the Cube of Truth are covering their faces not because they're ashamed of anything. They're doing it because it's part of the demonstration. It's an artistic piece.
And to give people the opportunity to view the footage without feeling like they're being judged by the person holding the screen showing.
Yeah, like do you want someone like eyeballing you and watching you as you're watching this footage? It's a little bit weird. So the mask creates like a buffer, if you like.
So it's non-judgmental.
Yeah. We leave your... What? You know,
vegans are telling you, please leave the innocent, vulnerable animals alone. You let them be, and then vegans won't need to outreach or protest or disrupt or do anything that we currently do in order to raise awareness for the innocent, vulnerable victims, the animals that Carnists are paying others to have their throats slit and heads chopped off.
AKA, you want us to leave you alone, then you need to leave the animals alone.
So that's that. I kind of spaced out at the end, like, I have nothing more to say. They just annoy me so much. I will be doing more response videos like this because they're just fun to me and I enjoy it. With them, it's kind of like, I just want to get angry. With Freely, I feel like she does spew a lot of eating disorder propaganda, anti-recovery information. I feel like she says a lot of that, so I'm probably going to do more of her videos than them. So I'll definitely keep a lookout for that in the future. So to stay notified of all my future uploads, please subscribe to this channel and be sure to hit the little notification bell. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you did not enjoy this video, you can give it a thumbs down and like them. I love getting thumbs down. Honestly, if you don't like what I have to say, give it a thumbs down. That is fine. Totally cool in my book. You're just voicing your opinion and I won't insult you for it. Unless you're annoying like them. If you have any questions, comments, video suggestions, anything at all, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and I will see you next time. Bye!